Welcome back to A Taste of K. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I make Diri Djon Djon à Kribich, which is a Haitian style rice made with dried mushroom stock and shrimp. Here is the list of ingredients I'll be using. For the rice, I have 4 cups of jasmine white rice, 1 pack of dried mushroom, also known as the Djon Djon, and it's 2 ounces by weight. I have 10 cups of water, 2 tablespoons coconut oil, or you can use any oil of your choice. Also have 2 tablespoons épices, 1 tablespoon garlic paste or minced garlic. I have thyme, ground clove, garlic powder, and onion powder. I'm using 3 different types of beans / peas, which is frozen. I have lima beans, pigeon peas, and sweet peas. Also have 2 bay leaves, 2 tablespoons butter, which is unsalted, 1 mushroom Maggi cube, which is optional, 1 habanero pepper, salt to taste, as well as half can of coconut milk. For the shrimp, I'm going to season it with 1 tablespoon of épices, 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, 1 teaspoon Creole seasoning. I also add some thyme, garlic powder, onion powder, and I'll use 2 tablespoons of coconut oil to cook the shrimp. If you'd like to see a video on how I prepare my épices, the link will always be in the description box below. When making Diri Djon Djon, it is best to use dried mushroom. What I'm doing here is going through the dried mushroom to remove anything that doesn't resemble what a dried mushroom would be. Remember, it is a plant, so it was harvested, and you might find some green leaves and whatnot, just like I'm showing you here. And when you use this dried mushroom, it's going to give the rice that nice dark black color, and it's also going to have that strong mushroom taste. I add the dry mushroom to a pot and I add 10 cups of water. I allow this to cook on medium-high for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes of cooking, we're left with a nice mushroom stock. I pass the liquid through a strainer to separate the stock from the mushroom. Okay, now I'm left with the mushroom stock. I'm going to set this aside. What's going to happen is as it cools, any impurities will sink to the bottom, and I'm only going to be using 8 cups of this stock to make the rice. With the shrimp, it's already deveined. The shell as well as the tail is removed. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon épices, 1 tablespoon of the garlic paste, some dried thyme, garlic powder, onion powder, as well as Creole seasoning. I'm going to make sure that every piece of this shrimp is well covered in this marinade, and I'll set it aside for about 5 to 10 minutes. To a pot that has been heated, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Once the oil is hot enough, I'm going to add the shrimp, and I'm going to allow it to cook for about 3 minutes on each side before removing. After cooking the shrimp, I'm going to use the same pot. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to keep all of that flavor. I'm going to add 2 more tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm going to add the épices as well as the garlic paste and allow this to cook for about 5 minutes. I add some ground cloves, some dried thyme, onion powder, as well as garlic powder, and I allow this to cook for 5 minutes. I add the mixture of beans and peas, and I allow this to cook for another 5 minutes. I add 2 bay leaves as well as the unsalted butter, and I'm also adding 1 habanero pepper. The habanero pepper would not make this dish spicy. I will leave the habanero pepper whole, but it will release that nice flavor that the habanero pepper gives. I'm also adding 1 mushroom Maggi cube, and I'll add a splash of the coconut milk to help the Maggi cube dissolve. Once it's dissolved, I'll add the remainder of the milk, and I'll allow this to boil for about 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes since I added the coconut milk. Now I'm going to add 8 cups of the mushroom stock. I'll allow this to come up to a boil before giving it a taste test, and I'll make any adjustment. At this moment, when I did give it a taste test, it needed some more salt, so I added about 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'll allow it to continue boiling for about 5 minutes. While this is boiling, I'm going to clean my rice. I did place the rice in a bowl and I rinsed it under cool water about 3 times until the water ran clear. I'm adding the clean rice to the pot. When I first measured the rice, I did measure out 3 cups, but I used a total of 4 cups. So I did go back and clean 1 more cup of rice and added it to the pot. I gently stir the rice so there is not any clumps and it's not sticking to the bottom of the pot. I do have the temperature on a number 8, which is a medium high. I'm going to add majority of the shrimp as well as the liquid that the shrimp produced after I placed it in a separate container. I allowed the rice to cook on medium-high heat until almost all the liquid has absorbed. Then I'm going to add the remainder of the shrimp, give the rice a final stir before covering the pot with the lid, and I'll lower the temperature to medium-low. I allowed the rice to cook on medium-low for 30 to 35 minutes. Before I show you the finished product, I want to say thank you for stopping by A Taste of K here on YouTube. If you've made it this far into the video and you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that now. I'll see you in the next video.